Hello everybody, Conodger here, welcome back to Formula 1 2017 for week number 3 of Season 2 as we head to Bahrain. Our rivalry continues to be pretty strong against our teammate Felipe Massa at 19 of 30 versus 7 of 30. This week we have enough R&D points after practice to do some research, so let me scroll on over to that. And as we said, we're probably going to try and focus on either things to do with aerodynamics or things to do with powertrain. This car seems to have a very good balance to me, so I'm not going to worry too much about chassis stuff initially. Now, whether that stuff really matters to that degree, I am not sure. The recommended upgrade is in the aero department, and it is on the secondary wing flaps. That would bring us up to par, aero-wise, only to our previous team, Renault, which is rather interesting. It actually would put us a little bit ahead of them. So, for the sake of, well, having something better than our previous team, let's go ahead and develop that. That'll be ready for Spain. Got it. Alright. And now we can head back. Oh, must say, I'm using all new parts for this race. I left some parts good enough so that I can use them in practice in the future. But it will be the case. There will be many cases this season where we are taking grid penalties for new parts. And I'm okay with that. That is a gamble I'm willing to take this season for the opportunity to develop our car to be faster. That's what I want. I want more speed. Let's go to Q1. Okay, going out for a flying lap in Q1. Again, not feeling like getting out of Q1 should be a major problem. I think really the only time we'll have that drama is on a race weekend where there's perhaps some weather playing a factor. In practice, I felt pretty comfortable with the car, but was lacking a little bit of speed. Let's see if we can try and find some of that qualifying. Getting it nice and shallow into turn 1. Tends to be my preferred line around there. 8th, breaking at that 100. An awkward turn here. You can let it float a little bit wide. This one too, kind of an awkward turn. You really want to stay off of that curb is what I've learned. Ooh, very, very wide into here. Little drifting action. I'm running very low on fuel because I seem to be lacking a little bit of speed here. But if we can be anywhere in the 33s to 34s, we'd be plenty safe. Probably a 33 to be real safe. That's kind of an ugly line there. We'll see what it shows up to be. Yeah, definitely a 33 if they're running 32s. Wide there. That will cost you, because it limits your speed out of that turn. But still, a 32. Alright, I am pleased. You know, you run that practice program and you think you know what the car has in it, but then in real qualifying you get the 4th fuel mix. And it really does make a big difference. I think I'm going to be happy with that. Session info. I'll sit here and watch it, but I think we're good.
Is a 1 minute 32.4.
P7 is what we end Q1 in. Some of the cars behind us, though, using soft tires. So we may need to find a little bit of speed, but really I think we're probably aiming for somewhere in the 7th to 9th place range. Just occurred to me that I think I skipped over listening to the voicemail because I don't remember getting that. Huh. Weird. Out on track for Q2. Gonna see if we can clean up that lap a little bit here. Not gonna push too hard, as we definitely want to stick to one lap on these tires. This track's pretty hard on them, from what I've seen. Oh, a good launch there. P9, by the way, is our goal. P9 is doable. On the brakes a little bit earlier there. Try and get it less upset. Nobody wants an upset car. A little tidier there. A little bit wide right there. May have cost us a bit of time. Much nicer.
You're nearly out of fuel. Almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
A bit wide right there, but I was able to get the power down okay. This is a turn I've found a lot of speed in over this weekend. I feel like I've not been getting right in previous seasons. Sector 3 was still my worst. I actually missed that objective to get a good Sector 3. Partially, I think, due to this last turn. I think this is a good lap, though. 31.8.
You just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
That won't hold as P1, but pretty pleased with that. And we get to be nice and easy on these tires. Bring it back to the pits. Alright, Q2. Pretty good effort there. I think that's about the most I could possibly get out of the car. I'd be impressed if I managed to replicate that lap again in Q3, but I would be very happy with a P5 starting position. Once again, Massa letting us down. Way down in 15th. Something is going on strange there, because Massa was qualifying much better than this last season. Kinda strange that all of a sudden he's qualifying really poorly as our teammate. Not saying something's wrong, I'm just saying something's weird. Out for our Q3 lap, and I had to think about it, and I believe our extra speed may be partially due to the fact that we took new parts on our car early. I highly doubt other teams would be running new parts by race 3. So we may need to really capitalize on our good performance and good speed here, as it may come back to bite us later on in the season. A little bit too much curve there, but it doesn't actually lose you much speed. This track does get faster as it gets dark. Easier to find the driving line, nothing else. That felt pretty quick. And to get it down to the curb, doesn't feel as clean
You'll need to return to the
as our
pits
Q2
within the
lap.
next couple of laps.
That didn't feel as clean at all. Brakes. That was nice. Pleased with that. This only feels like maybe a 32 on the line here. Ricardo down at a 30.9. We may be in for a little shock here as to the increased pace of our competitors. 31.9.
To P3.
Splitting Ricardo and Verstappen. These tires only have one lap in them, so let me see. So on one hand, we are 8th after our first flying lap. Basically everybody's first flying
Our
lap.
best lap so far is a 1:31.9.
Why you always gotta interrupt? But we've got, well, remember how I said it's a little weird that Massa is not in the final qualifying session? Isn't it now a little weird that Nico Hulkenberg is in the final qualifying session? Mr. could never make a Q3 in our season as a teammate. But anyway, pretty good little gap down to him. I may just be happy with my lap. But we may fall short of our team goal if we fall down to 10th. Alright, we had another set of tires, so I said, why not? Let's give it a try. So we need to make we need to take all the advantage we can get out of this weekend. Oh, this is going to be terrible for us if everybody's coming out of the pitch right now. It's going to be very bad news. Already holding me up quite a bit. Come on, get out of the way. 410's down. That may ruin our chances. We have to have an amazing rest of the lap. Which we're not really having. Oh, that was really good. Pretty sporty too. If only we could have paired this together with a really good first sector, we might have had something. Drove it in very deep there, but it didn't quite stick. We were just a touch to the green there. We might gain a couple tenths in that last turn. Slight improvement. Will it save us? Can't have my doubts.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top 3 are Hamilton, Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Or today. Also, myself and Sergio Perez ran the exact same lap times. We are in 9th place, which is where our team wanted us, and we did beat Hulkenberg, so at least we're not starting behind Renault. And that'll be it for qualifying. Back up to 322. So we exceeded our position by 1 point, or 1 position, and got an additional point. Still winning our rivalry with pretty much ease there. And here's how the teams are stacking up. Still looking pretty good for old Red Bull, which is where we kind of wanted to be. We'll see. And let's listen to our voicemail. Probably 9th.
Hello. I just
Maybe
wanted
10th.
to pass on the team's
Probably 9th.
expectations for this race. Good luck.
Good luck. It is 9th. Everything's 9th across the board. Alright, let's go do this.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Vettel, Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas and Ocon, Verstappen, Perez, Williams and Nico Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Alonso, Romain Grosjean and Sainz, Palmer, Van Dorn, Daniel Kvyat and Marcus Ericsson, Wehrlein and Felipe Massa completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Well, that kind of goes with our theory that Massa may have had some parts failures if he got a penalty and is starting last. Let's see. No message or anything? Okay. Race strategy. Weird. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Apparently we're getting a lot of tire wear here. The race is 30 or it's 29 laps long. I don't understand why our fuel calculations so dramatically far off. That seems strange, doesn't it? Like, could we actually run that lean? That seems weird. I don't like the way that looks. So I'm not gonna go too aggressive there. If it is the case we have a lot of fuel, we'll just use a lot of rich mix. I guess that's the way we're gonna go. Versus, I mean, we have we have to use the super softs. Softs and mediums are mandatory. So they're saying it's unlikely that we could make the mediums last for the whole half of the race. I see. But if we move that to 5, and then move that to 12, and then moved that to mediums. Oh no, there's not saying that's possible. How do we get rid of that? How do we get? I have no idea. Huh. All right. Well, let's revert that back to normal. We might have to play it by ear here. I have no idea. Let's see. Very focused on the lights. I think it paid off. We may have gotten Perez here. Gotta watch out for turn 1 though. Because of this. Okay, there's cars all around us. Let's try and keep our wing. I think we ended up gaining a position. The Force Indians are side by side. Vettel is back here with us. 4 wide. I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to go. I'm just gonna go wide. Hi. Oh, we gotta watch this replay. I'm very wide. Alright. All of that craziness, and we ended up exactly where we started. Fantastic. Fantastic news. How are we on fuel? Incredibly heavy. Okay. Rich mix it is. I thought that would be like, as soon as the race started, it would normalize, but no. They just, somebody accidentally dumped extra 10 liters of gas in this thing. Oh, it's going to be very heavy. Hopefully the rich mix will help even that out. Just be a little quiet and focused here. Remembering we're a little heavy. And remembering we have a lot of pit stops to do this race.
We're approaching the pit window.
It's going to be a lot of strategy. I don't know. I don't know why they were so slow into there, but I had to take advantage of it. Had to. I have used those front tires pretty heavily going in, but we did it cleanly. That's all that matters. Aggressively, but cleanly. Ooh, that's wide. Curbs here are dangerous. Gosh, I'm getting a lot of this weird clipping at this track. I didn't do it in practice and qualifying, but it is now. I noticed when I was like doing the strategy and stuff, I could hear it in the background. I was hoping it would go away, but it hasn't. Hopefully it's just on my end, I don't know. I doubt it. Really having to drive the car quite hard here to keep up.
vehicles have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Again, they're very, very slow into turn 1.
Got that confirmed.
Stick with what we had. I don't think our wear is going to be bad enough to warrant pitting a lap early. I don't know if that's really going to help anything. Struggling with that turn. I think it's because the car is so heavy. Making that change of direction real hard. Vettel getting up beside us or not? Vettel, Verstappen, the other V. Right there is where it's real bad with the clipping. Okay, we got DRS, but as did everybody else. We're on Rich Mix. We might be one of the only cars in this group on Rich. Oh, that sent us very deep into this turn, however.
Okay, some information on signs. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Could be a safety car situation. Situation. We're going to be under attack right here. More than likely.
Your pit window is now open.
We're supposed to be pitting this lap. I am very surprised we did not get passed on DRS there. Running this car pretty low on downforce. They're racing real hard up ahead of us, which is very good news for our camp. Look at Perez shoving Bottas out of the way. Mercedes back in 7th. I think we just had a purple sector 1 because of how skinny we're doing on aero, and we're running rich mix. But we're running real fat on weight. Ooh, easy. Might be starting to feel those tires a bit. It's a good thing we have a brand new ICE and such, because running rich mix this whole race is going to be hard on some of the drivetrain parts. Bottas really screwed me up there.
Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you
We
approach,
may have
and make sure you don't speed.
Brushed Verstappen a bit. All I know is we are pitting this lap. We'll see if anybody else goes with us. No. Interesting. Saw somebody ahead of us. There's going to be a lot of weird strategy in this race, though. I can feel it. And out we go.
Speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Boy, I got to use that DRS for a long time. Wow, did you see that hand animation? Well, the good news is here, we're on new tires, out by ourselves, and we're going to have rich mix to use. Dial myself in. Should be able to go real fast right now. That's how dialed in I can get. Harder not having any cars to go off of on track. Especially in turns like that. Hamilton up the road ahead of us came out in traffic. Sucks for him. Wow, that came out real snarky. I didn't really mean it that way, but I do kind of mean it that way. Sucks to be you. know next lap what kind of pace we're actually running.
Gap to car
A couple
in front
cars
is
have pit.
19.2
Grass there for no reason.
seconds.
Interesting. That's Botas behind us, who I think we were behind. Maybe a very effective undercut, or he could have had some wing damage and needed a new one.
Our gap behind is 2.1 seconds.
Gotta imagine he's gonna close in on us in a hurry, being a Mercedes and all. Which is fine. I welcome the company at this point. Then still in traffic. I have an amazing lap, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a fast lap right now. Probably one of the fastest on track. Aggressive a brake bias as I'm running.
The car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
Wow, that's bold. I didn't have any of that kind. Oh, I did. That was the other. That was the alternate strategy, wasn't it? Interesting. Oh, there's going to be so much confusion in this race. 34.8, not a fastest lap. Ferrari right ahead of us, also coming out on super softs. I really don't feel like I'm at too much of a disadvantage on the softs, though. That'll get pinned there now. It's going to happen to us here soon. We got to hope these cars are going to pit. I think the best thing that could happen for us is if everybody ahead of us here is off sequence from us. So we keep ending up in these situations where we're in open track. A little bit oversteer there. Sure have DRS right here. Not so pitting.
Felipe has pitted. The gap to the car in front is less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
How's that for aggressive? We're line. I seem to find you a lot on track. Don't you block me, you jerk. Can't deal with these slower cars for too terribly long. Forced him clear there. I had to do it. Can't afford to be stuck behind a Sauber. That was bad. Really bad. Got DRS here to save us. Would have been nice to get around signs right there, though. Tricky turn to try and pass somebody. He tried to over-under me there. Should be pitting now, though. No, he's still there. Or is it Vettel? It might be Vettel. I still see a red arrow. He cleared right there. We are currently P4. Ricardo way up the street. Also on sauce. Too deep. Gonna lose that position.
Raikkonen's
Fine.
out in front.
At some point here in the near future, I need to get off a rich mix. I'd like to save at least 2 laps of fuel for a late push, or save it for when I have new tires, because now I'm out here on more used tires than the cars around me. Save that fuel for the new tires. This is a weird one. I can feel the tire degradation though. These are not going to last very long. Especially at the pace I'm pushing them. Looks like Hamilton's pushing to the lead. We're trying to get it. Comes the DRS
Approaching the
pass.
pit window. You'll be on the softs. Okay, distance to teammate 14.0 seconds.
I guess I'm just running low enough downforce that they're not able to really make the move on the straightaways. Oh, he pit again. Oh, this is too much to think about. There's so many different strategies. It is madness. What I'm thinking is we're going to be pitting somewhat near where Vettel is pitting as he goes to softs with us. He's currently on supers.
We're 3 laps over target on fuel. Let's start burning it off, please.
Already been thinking about that, dude. Guff. Nice. This must be a pretty intense track, but I feel like I've got the death grip thing going on the wheel. Or maybe because the car's so skatey. If the window is open, that means we're going to be pitting next time by usually. Careful on those curbs.
Okay, gap ahead is 10.9 seconds.
Hamilton pit again. Not feeling quite as confident into turn 1 as I once was. Oh yeah, these tires are not pleased. Be happy to pit this lap. I ran them very, very hard too, especially running rich mix. Launch out of there, should keep Perez at bay. I really should try to use my track IR with this car. In its mirror situation. I did not hear that they are ready for me this lap. I must be pitting next lap. And we're only at 42%.
The pit window has opened.
There we go. Next to us, he's not going to be able to make any Get away with that move, though. Losing contact with the leaders, but that's okay. We don't really have any business racing with them right now. Anyway, just to play our strategy and see how this all unfolds. If we're going to do this soft, medium strategy, I don't see any reason not to pit this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Because those mediums should have more than enough to make a long run at the end. It may be that they were going to call me in this lap anyway.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap.
Not really a good time, my friend. Okay. Let's go to Rich. We'll lean it in the pits. And we'll Rich it on the way out.
Release, release.
Release! Release! Not the first time I've heard that. Alright. Ooh, there's Botas.
Stop to go.
What a weird
Stop
race.
left in this strategy.
What a weird race. Just Alonso, you know, battling with Botas in 15th and 16th. Everything's normal. Oh, these tires feel great. Feel a lot great without a McLaren in front of us. A lot great. Wow. And I just messed it all up. Oh my god, it won't turn around either. That's a royal mess up right there.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
You think? Well, kiss our race goodbye. Gosh, he was so slow in the center. I should have been prepared for it, and I wasn't. Ugh. It's be real understeery now. Heavy sigh.
Felipe is in the pits. Our gap to the car in front is 13.6 seconds.
Angry silence. Very, very angry at myself. I had to know he was going to be that slow on old tires and a McLaren with a Honda in the engine compartment.
The gap behind us
Damage isn't
is
too bad.
0.8 seconds.
The main damage is how long it took me to get it to flip around. What's great is we're going to catch him again. Fantastic news. I don't know if we have any hopes of scoring points in this race. We'll see. Odds are I'm going to way overdrive this thing now. Go Gadget Williams. Decent lap. 5 seconds to try and make up now. Neutral. Not the gear we wanted, believe it or not. Oh yeah. Between the wing damage and me overdriving it, this is not going to be a good situation. Good for us is that group ahead of us is very much so a big blob. It's not impossible we could catch them. We gotta drive a lot better than we are. Hey guys, I know you're researching a new front wing design. Let me just tell you that this modification I've just done, not ideal. I wouldn't replicate this. Just helping you out. End of the lap there, we did start to catch again. 3.7. Ocon, yeah.
Okay, clear.
Looked like he got spun. Maybe part of this cluster that was ahead of us. I do wish there was a way in the replay system to look at highlights. Unfortunately, they've not implemented anything like that, so you'd have to hunt through the replay with its terrible replay controls. Oh, look where we've caught Alonso again. Isn't this fantastic? Just great news. A little nervous about it. Wide. Not that I was going to pass him here anyway. Starting to run down on our fuel, our excess. Anybody pitting? No. Oh, Ericsson is nice. That's perfect. Should be able to just breeze right by Alonso here. Fiat. I really don't know where we are in the field right now because the strategy is so wacky. Mixed up. I need to scroll through and see when our next pit window is. To 23. Alright. Tires are okay. That is so hard to do while you're driving. Go through those menus. Don't know how they do it. It's like they're professionals or something. Save a little here. Now he's bidding. Thanks for the DRS.
Window. You'll be on the mediums.
Okay. tried to pass us there. Grosjean also on medium, so they are done pitting. Which means we're going to have a lot of work to do, I think. I really don't know. I mean, we lost maybe 20 seconds in that whole ordeal.
The gap to the car ahead
I don't know that we were in very good shape before that.
6 seconds.
I mean, we're in much worse shape now. Don't let me steer you wrong. I just saw a dot on the track. Oh, no, okay. I was reading the map wrong. Don't mind me. Just losing my mind here. What I need to be doing is getting away from Grosjean. I'm not doing an effective job.
The mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
I can only imagine that they're done. I don't know why our team didn't think we could go that long on tires, but they didn't.
Vehicle is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Thanks. People pitting. Definitely not really getting away from Grosjean like we need to. I think they're all done pitting. Trying to just ignore that there's any damage to the car. It's very difficult though. Certainly not super pleased.
Gap to car in front is 5.1 seconds.
My only hope is that some of these cars that pit for mediums early are like trying to go for softs late or something, or super softs late. Not sure. I know we're going to want to go on them probably in this lap.
Okay, the pit window has opened. Pit window now open.
And we are
We
going to
can't take you right now. Pit in next lap.
But why? I think once he clears, it'll be alright. Like he might be in pretty good position then. Maybe Massa will get our team some points this week. All the different strategies. Vettel up ahead of us on softs. Grosjean behind us on mediums. Is Vettel done pitting? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess so. There's only 9 laps left in this race. How are our tires? 42%. I find it very unlikely we can stretch these 9 laps. We're just in a really bad place. Unfortunately, they didn't offer any different strategies beyond that first one. There's definitely no way we can make these tires last. Where did we come in on? I'm guessing like 12th or 13th. Okay, these tires are done. Shove it in there. I'm angry. And there's going to be 10th and 11th. Should be ahead of Palmer, so I'm going to be 11th. We got to hope one car ahead of us pits in order to have a chance of points today. Oh, there's Palmer. We're going to have to work to get around Palmer.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
I hope so. Again with a great hand animation. Alright, mediums. Show me what you got. Notice we didn't take a wing there, so the damage isn't really that bad. The team didn't think it was necessary. Second rear DRS there, but that's a little hopeful. Have any sets of softs to use. I almost wonder if we had a set of super softs that were pretty good, and they could have ended the race on instead of the mediums. I think. Well, we had to use mediums, didn't we? It's a lot to consider. This race will go down as an excellent learning experience. And when you have to say things like that, it's been a bad race. Deep. Dang it.
Okay, the gap behind is 2.4 seconds.
Really need to get up to his DRS here. Not quite. Maybe for the front stretch. Let's use some fuel to do it, I guess. Will this position matter in the end? I don't think so, but you're a race car driver, you gotta race like every position matters. That's what they pay you for, right? I haven't gotten a check yet, but I hear they're gonna pay me. There we go. Should pull us back
Our
up.
gap to our teammate is 7.2 seconds.
In front or behind? He's 7 seconds ahead of us, and he's in really good shape, and has had a very good race. Guessing ahead. Good day for our team, a bad day for the whole teammate challenge thing. Whatever. They can't all be winners. Or podiumers. Another thing you say when you've not had a very good race. DRS, come on. Come on. It's a bit late, and he turned in on me. Turned back into me. So I'm going to turn right in front of him. How about that? How about them apples, Palmer? And now that's about all I think we can do, unless somebody out of us needs to pit. That's the only hope we have. Roughing up Palmer may have been our last act of the race. 12.7 seconds. Yeah, not looking promising. certainly not going to make that up on pace. This is the stuff. This is the difference between the way I do videos and the way I see most people do these videos. I'm not here to falsely portray myself as perfect. When you have a crappy race, you just gotta take your lumps and move on. There's a lot of season to make up for this, and we already had an amazing result last week.
Ahead is 12.6 seconds.
Did it actually increase? I think it may have increased. I would think we would be able to close in on a Haas, but the car is not in amazing shape. Hitting that curb so much.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Pretty much on target now. Having real troubles with that particular turn. I remember these are medium tires as well, so it's not nearly as fast. Despite dropping the fuel. No track limit there, huh? Okay. Whatever. Still pushing really hard, and I don't entirely know why. It just feels like the right thing to do. Oh, I just saw a blue dot behind us, but I think that just means a lap car. Maybe it meant Massa, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's up the field. Currently, yeah, there's a way to get through those panels, but I don't have a button set for that, so I can't. There's more things you can do in voice, like teammate position and stuff like that. 21? Yeah, I don't have any idea what 21 is. Maybe it's the other button on the other side? Could be. Nope. Oh, it is. Alright, next straightaway, I'll try that out. Since we're just kind of derping around right now.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
It's fine.
The gap to teammate is 4.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. The time last lap was a 1 minute 35.2.
Seems like they are behind us, actually, so it's going to be a very bad scoring day for us. No points for old Williams today. I feel bad too, because I've wasted this brand new engine drivetrains situation on this race. What are you gonna do? Just do better. Still the chance somebody would... no, not really. There's a chance somebody could blow up. That's a chance. I really need to clean up so I don't get passed by Alonso here. Alonso. Oh, the blue dot is our teammate. Interesting. I see where he is behind us now. If somebody was going to pit, this would be the last lap it was going to happen. And really, we would need 2 to pit for the team to be happy with us. Pretty empty. Very possible Alonso's gonna pass us too. Yeah, we should be a little off. Just gotta not drive it off the track. Tires should be going off by now on those softs.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
These stay pretty consistent. I really think we probably should have just done super softs, softs, medium. I don't know that we needed to do that extra pit stop. Would have been tough. We would have had to push those super softs an extra lap, and then maybe the softs an extra lap. But I think overall it would have saved us quite a bit of time and a lot of trouble. This is a long race. At least it's felt like a long race. Rich it up.
This is your final lap of the race. So the gap to our teammate is 3.5 seconds.
Closing, actually. That's not gonna help. Oh wow, we almost got lapped. Crazy. So don't need your pressure right now. Didn't I say your tires should be worn out? He's gonna attack on the DRS here. I don't see him. I think we pulled them because of McLaren Honda.
Our gap to the car in front is 12.8 seconds.
Okay. There we go. End of the race, probably one of my worst performances over the course of the last season and this one. But
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
we gave it our all. I didn't give up after the screw up, and you know what? Shit happens.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari.
Yeah, shit.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the
Oh,
drivers
Ricardo
make their
getting
way
there
out,
on the podium.
there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
I
It's
knew
a
it.
good result for Lewis Hamilton,
I
who
knew
moves
it.
further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, it's got to be Felipe Massa, hasn't it? He fought so hard and had incredible pace at times. I don't think anyone did a better job today.
On to the constructors then.
Not what I wanted to hear.
extend their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this
Bebe.
weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling installment of this Formula One
Bebe.
season.
Oh man, that's a hard one to swallow for sure. Not only did we not meet our goal for the team, Massa did a better lap than us. We did outplace him, so we'll at least get that against the teammate. That's not really a very close thing. But not a good day in points, not a good day for our team. Let's look at the replay of the start, because I remember it being rather wild. So long ago. Okay, can we see the cars? There we go. It was a mess, wasn't it? Alright, I moved into Perez a little bit. But he got quite a bit of curve, and then everybody got really globbed up. Those two get very close together. The audio is still clipping here. There's the 4 wide. That was solidly 4 wide right there. Oof. Was that Verstappen really pushing us out of the way? That's where I went wide and lost those spots. And it all came out in the wash. Alright, well that will do it for this week in F1 2017. We'll have to just pack it up, work harder next week, and try to forget about what happened in Bahrain.